Great Debaters Contest is brought to you by Safaricom M-Pesa.
Welcome to the Kakamega edition of the Great Debaters Contest. I am your host, Austin Nyambok.
And I am Mariam Bishar. We have Kakamega Giants, Kakamega High School, and Friends School Keve, and they're debating on whether savings must be made compulsory to all people who earn a salary. We'll have the debaters take the stage now. Proposer number one, you have 3 minutes.
My name is Aswani Sheldon Emali from Kakamega High School. I stand before you here today to propose the motion that says savings should be made compulsory for all persons with a salary. First and foremost, what are savings? Savings, this is money or material set aside for future expense or not used. Then, what is compulsory? Compulsory, it simply means that something is made mandatory, or it's a must. You must do it. It's obligatory. Then, a salary. A salary, this is the money that one receives from an organization which he or she works for, and usually comes at the end of the month. So I can say it's a monthly payment to someone who works for an organization. This motion, savings should be made compulsory for all persons with a salary. I strongly propose it. Ask me why. First and foremost, these savings will promote investment, or should I say future investment. Let's say I am working. I earn my own salary. I get my own money. If I save this money, for instance, the money I get is not enough for me and my family or people who depend on me. If I invest this money I've saved in some other thing or a business, then it will advantage me. I'll get more income, thus boosting what I earn. We can take, for example, teachers save with Mwalimu Sacco. This Sacco with this money, it can invest it in some other business. Then the teachers who have saved with Mwalimu Sacco will finally benefit from it. If the money they get is not enough for them, what they have saved with the Mwalimu Sacco will be there for them in time of need. If they need to invest, they'll invest using this money. I also say, why should savings be made compulsory for all persons with a salary? Take, for instance, between all of you, who doesn't love a good life? I love a good life. Take a glimpse of the Msafiri magazine that's usually in the KQ, the Kenya Airways. Look at the exotic destinations they have, Abu Dhabi, Seychelles. But remember, you can't go there for free. They cost. To have this money to go and enjoy, brothers, sisters, you must save. This saving will also promote local tourism. You can go to Mombasa, enjoy the beaches in Diani, go to Masai Mara, and enjoy. With this, you have created employment for people in Kenya. Kenya will boost its local tourism, and at the long last, you'll have boosted the economy of your country. Thank you.
Opposition, you have 3 minutes for your opening remarks.
Mhwana Pauline, Friends School Keve Girls, opposing the motion. Savings must be made compulsory to all people who earn a salary. Mention the word salary. What comes in your mind? This is an income that every professional employee receives in a year. What about savings? This is money held back for future expenses. Let's make this open. In Kenya, we have 2 types of earners. We have the salary earners and the wage earners. Making saving compulsory to only those who earn a salary, it means we'll be limiting the benefit that come along with saving to those who earn a wage. We are looking at the Vision 2030 Kenya, where it calls for balanced regional development. Of what benefit will it be for us to only look upon the interest of those who only earn a salary? It means you're not putting the interest of those who earn a wage at heart. This is a balanced society. This is something we must appreciate. We have the traditionalists, and we still have those, and we have the westernized people. Of what benefit will it be to a traditionalist who still believes and holds up upon his culture or her culture to save the money in the mattresses, in the halls? What about if any emergency occurs and you want to make this person who earns the salary compulsory for him or her to save? In case of fire, the money burns, let them spend, it's their salary. I'll take you through the documentary history. On Tuesday 8th, 2012, what captured the headlines of the Daily Nation readers was the Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga bans or sacks the board members of the NHIF, National Health Insurance Fund, to pave way for investigation because of malpractice or embezzlement of funds. And want to tell people to serve in this type of companies. What about if the money is stolen? We can't secure our money because our security is not guaranteed. The same case, in the year 2007, the World Bank, a major financial institution, was reported to be robbed. Remember, we're talking about a major financial institution. You can imagine the frustration the salary earners felt. You're seated in your house and you get that you're saving your money in a financial institution and it is robbed. What about the grassroots, the local financial institutions like the banks that we have? Kindly, it is a choice of everyone to make. Any salary earner should make, either to save or not save.
We'll hear rebuttals, beginning with the proposition. You have 3 minutes.
I wish to pose this question. Who still saves money or keeps money under the mattresses? Safaricom and other mobile companies have come up with ways of how to save our money in a very secure way. M-banking, M-Pesa, name them. And I wish to tell you this. A salary is not the amount of money earned by someone for a year. It is the amount of money earned by employers, the employees or the employed people in a month. Just to add on what Sheldon said, who doesn't want good life? I'm tired of being a neighbor to Lake Nakuru National Park, yet I cannot save enough so that I can go and enjoy there. I'm tired of seeing people coming from abroad and enjoying the beauty of our nature just because my parents could not save from their salaries. I'm tired of that. Don't you think that one of the major reasons why savings should be made compulsory for all income earners, salary earners in Kenya, is to think about the retirement factor. We shall not work forever. We are not there in that job line for eternity. There will come a time when you'll have to go home. There will come a time when you'll have to down your tools and retire. Think of that life. She said we are made of choices, and the only choice we have is to spend. Now I want you to take this example. You spend all the cash you had. You never saved anything. You spent all your salaries on posh life and everything. Now after retirement, what will you do? You'll die of stress because of regrets. And may this August House know this, that the last time I listened from Chinua Achebe in Things Fall Apart, he said, whoever climbs an Iroko tree should ensure that he comes down with enough firewood, because that could be their only chance. Don't you think that employment line that you are in, that is your Iroko tree, that is your climbing on the Iroko tree, that may be your only chance, and you have to ensure that the enough firewood is the salary that you save. I want you to think about the development in technology that we'll have. Due to the time factor, I just want you to think of this. Who doesn't love good life?
Opposition, time for your rebuttal. You have 3 minutes.
My fellow debaters, I'm Tracy Ndasi from French School, Keveye Girls. Talking of future investments, ask yourself, today, the Kenyan shilling is depreciating in value. The interest earned in banks, can that interest match their cost and replace the value lost of the Kenyan shilling due to inflation? Let us all face reality. As a matter of fact, investments are very risky. You can either get a profit or a loss. Talking of having a good life, talking of visiting outside countries, haven't you heard of trips being advertised on national television? Can't you win a trip of a lifetime? Once bitten, twice shy. The NSSF, National Social Security Fund, after it was found guilty of embezzling people's fund on the 20th of October 2011 on a Thursday, will I still go back to NSSF and save my money? I'm of sound mind. Remember one thing, I am a human being. Kenyans, let us all face reality. Why are we escaping from the truth? Talking of good life, talking of retirement benefits authority, is it only guaranteed to those who save? Is it only guaranteed to those who save? No, of course not. I am a Kenyan. Our fidelity as Kenyans is the Constitution. I have a right to choose whether to save or not save. And if I save or I don't save, how does it concern you? Pilipili usio ila ya kuashiani, because 1 month's meat is another month's poison. This is a new era, the 21st century. The world is becoming competitive, and you're here talking about saving. We are facing high risks of inflation. Is that really logical? We have to offer a wider perspective of our views. We have to think beyond the horizon. Talking of economy, one of the opponents just said that through saving, I can visit outside countries. When you visit an outside country, whom are you benefiting? Are you benefiting your nation, or are you benefiting the other countries? We are looking at our own malicious interests at large. A time will come when all these will all be in the open. Kenyans, start spending, stop saving, stop being selfish. The choice is mine, the choice is yours. We need to think wider. We need to think beyond the horizon.
We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. And when I wake up, I need to send money. You need to receive money. You got the M backing some bundles. M-Pesa. I mean that is it. M-Pesa.
Take part in the M Challenge by sending your short song, rap or poem about Safaricom M-Pesa on WhatsApp, and you could win 1,000 shillings in Safaricom airtime.
The proposers have been asked, is it possible to save when you barely earn enough to make ends meet? And the opposition have been asked, they talked about television and lots of chances of money being won. So is it logical for us to spend our money and suffer instead of saving? Proposer number 3, you have 3 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen of the gallery, my name is Rading Michael from Kakamega School. I want to answer your question. My answer to you is yes. Ask me why. Just like tax, people that earn a small amount of salary are given a saving rate. If you earn a small salary, you will be given a rate to save your small salary. Let me ask you a question. Because you earn a small salary, will you allow yourself to continue earning that small salary, yet you have the option of making your salary increase by saving? I hope I have answered you. Ladies and gentlemen, the second speaker said that inflation prevents us from saving. Let me tell you something. We want saving to be made compulsory for those that earn salaries so that they are able to cope up with the effects of inflation in the future. She also said that everyone has a right whether to choose to save or not to save. Now, let me ask you a question, sincerely speaking. Do you prefer to use all your salary while working and languish in poverty in the future, yet you have the option of saving while working so that you may enjoy what you saved while working in future? Please answer those questions. Ladies and gentlemen, sincerely speaking, let me tell you something. The camel stores water and fat in its hump because it is not sure of how long it is going to walk before it reaches the next oasis. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you to strongly propose to this motion that states that saving should be made compulsory for people with salaries. Why am I saying this? This will enable these people earning salaries to deal with emergencies and unexpected expenses. What are some of the unexpected emergencies? We have sicknesses. All of us know that cancer is a very expensive disease to treat. And with the mere salary of many Kenyans, sincerely speaking, if you don't save, how do you expect to treat such diseases? How do you expect to deal with a fire outbreak if you don't save? For instance, in 12th September 2011, a fire outbreak rocked down Sinai slum. I am sure those that were saving were able to deal with the effects of that fire outbreak. Another very relevant example, ladies and gentlemen, we all know Mike Tyson, a professional boxer. During his time, he was one of the best. But what has become of Mike Tyson right now? Mike Tyson is depending on motivational talks to earn a living. Yet, during his career, he had the opportunity to save. What if Mike Tyson would have saved? Would he be living the life that he's living right now? We know George Waweru. Ladies and gentlemen, I live with this. The ant thinks of summer in winter. And the ant also thinks of winter in summer. Think about that. Thank you.
Opposition, you have 3 minutes to respond to the audience.
Thank you. I'm Stephanie Kanaga from Friends School, Keve Girls. I would like to answer the question posed to me. When we say winning chances, it's just by luck. When you spend, you don't suffer. In fact, when you spend, you can be able to access anything you want. So when we wait for these chances, it's just by luck. One renowned author in the Daily New York newspaper, Ryan Cooper, said, your spending is someone else's income. When you spend, someone else gets his income or his or her income. For instance, when we make saving compulsory for each and every salary earner in Kenya today, definitely this salary earner will opt to reduce on his or her expenses. For example, the salary earner can decide not to hire a gardener, a babysitter, or to stop eating from a local restaurant. Take this. If this salary earner stops eating from a local restaurant, the owner of the restaurant undergoes a 0.5% loss. Multiply this by 150 other salary earners. This leads to a 75% loss. Definitely, this leads to the economy will break down. Our economy will break down, such that the government, first of all, the government will lose a source of tax, and second, people will lose employment. Is that what we want for our country? No. That's what we want for our country. We want to develop our country, and hence, when we make it compulsory, it's going to make our country to be underdeveloped. The value of the Kenyan shilling is decreasing day in, day out. If we make it compulsory for this salary earner to save his or her salary, definitely he or she will have future plans for his or her savings. Maybe the salary earner wants to buy a parcel of land that costs 100,000 and decides to set aside 10,000 Kenyan shillings each and every month. This means that this salary earner will save for the next 10 months in order to achieve the 100,000 he or she wants. During this, because our shilling is decreasing in value each and every day, definitely the land price will appreciate. it might appreciate to 150,000 by the time this salary earner is getting the 100,000 Kenyan shillings. Don't you think that this salary earner would have wasted, at the end of it all, will have wasted a lot of time? Because he or she will not be able to get the plot of land he or she wanted. Because the money, if maybe he would have decided to invest the money, maybe he would have gotten a profit. And that would have made him to become successful. Thank you.
We'll now hear closing submissions. Proposers, you have a minute.
Seriously, a Kenyan at this particular time telling us we should spend. Fine, spend. Let's see, we'll spend for how long. Remember, retirement waits you. Retrenchment can get you. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to tell you this from the bottom of my heart. If you want money to invest in the future, if you want money to meet sudden demands, if you want money to enjoy a good life, save. Your savings will be there for you. They will help you when you need them most. Brothers, sisters, Vision 2030 is the current vision in Kenya. But allow me to say this will come true even faster for you as a Kenyan if you start saving by now. Remember, an apple a day keeps a doctor away. Save now, you'll never have any time to go and borrow. You'll have your own.
Opposition, you have 1 minute as well for your final submission.
The whistle has been blown. The match is about to kick off. The ball is in our court. Kenyan, this is our game. We must play it tough. Spend. Spend is the patriotic way. Remember, your spending is someone else's income. Thank you.
Aswani, I love the fact that you define the terms just as is expected of you as a first speaker. You're very confident, and your coherency and flow was fair enough. Radin, I don't know. You know, I just miss to see you again on stage. All the things that I wrote down, your style of presentation, mastery of language, passion and conviction, mastery of topic, coherency, and even your role playing in tackling of questions was just excellent. That was very good.
Our friends School Keveye, a powerhouse of ladies there, and I'm very excited about that. In your definition of terms, I think, Pauline, you challenge Aswani by asking, how about those who earn wages, and what is their place in your definition, which was good. Tracy, you know, you have a very unique style of presentation, you have passion, and all that. But the question that I had for you is, you tell us to spend, spend, spend. And I think what was missing, other than the fact that you talk about inflation, you're not very strong on telling us why we should spend. And so that was the missing link. But what saved you was that Stephanie came in, very well read, you know, and then now expounded on facts and you know, and reasons why we should actually do that.
Kakamega School and Friends School Kave. It was an interesting debate to listen to. There is a way in which logic persuades, and I could see the logic or even hear it from Michael. At the same time, from Stephanie. And Stephanie, what I take home with me is you're spending someone else's income. And I feel like spending, you know, so that I give that particular person some source of income. If I take all my money and I keep stash away, possibly somebody will not get us an income at the end of the day. Very beautiful presentation. The same applies to Tracy, very passionate. I said you are burning with energy, intellectual energy actually, and you couldn't wait to get to the stage. But content mastery. You see, sometimes when I talk about your style, it's good, everything is good. But at some point, the question is, where is your argument leading us to? So you want to see that that beautiful style, if it is fused together with some good content mastery, then it will become awesome.
Kakamega High, Friends School Kaveh girls, the judges awarded both of you 72%. Please give them a round of applause.
Congratulations to both teams for some very high scores. That was a spirited debate, and we hope to see more. We'd like to thank you for watching the Great Debaters contest from all of us here. We also like to thank Safaricom M-Pesa and KBC Channel 1. Remember to follow us on Twitter at Great Debaters EA. I have been your host, Mariam Bishar.
And I am Austin Yambok. Catch you next time.
The Great Debaters contest was brought to you by Safaricom M-Pesa.